Lynch. Am I saying it right?
You are saying it right.
Okay,
yes.
Ebie Lynch is in the building, you guys. She's running for California Lieutenant Governor.
Hey!
And we want to talk to her for a minute and see what the ideas and things that she got going on in the city of Sacramento. So let's start off with, where are you from, sis?
So originally I was born in Nigeria, but I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, decided to see the world, joined the Air Force, and they sent me to Northern Cal. Okay. So I've been in Sacramento for over 20 years now, and this is my home.
Come on now, come on. We appreciate you out here in Sacramento. So what you got going on right now? What's going on?
So there's a lot going on. I've been going to different events and seeing different people. Finding out more about our community. We have some wonderful people in our community.
Yes.
I mean, some great. I just talked to the young man that you interviewed beforehand, before I came on, and oh my goodness, beautiful mind,
Powerful.
beautiful family.
Yes.
And I believe that there's so much more in our community that brings us together than separates us.
Yes.
And when we come together, we are powerful.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So I just decided to run. One of the reasons was because I know that we have beautiful talent that we need to tap into. And all of the things that we say are issues really aren't issues. They just require us to come together and figure them out as a community.
Yeah.
Because people are like, government. We are the government.
Come on.
We're the government.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
So if all these people who are saying government came together with me, you, and the community as a whole, we wouldn't have these issues.
No.
Come on.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Yes.
And it takes people like you to say, let's bring it to the round table. Let's talk about the issues that we say that we have, and let's fix them.
That's it.
And that's what it is. Let's fix them. So it's just as easy as that, though. We have to get in a room with like-minded people that want change, that started with changing themselves.
Yeah.
Because if you change within yourself, you know change.
Amen.
And so if you know change, you can make change.
Amen.
And so our neighborhoods need big change, right?
Yes.
And so I want to know, how will you lead as lieutenant governor? How will you lead the people?
That's a great question. So one of the things that I think we have not really looked into is the fact that we have a lot of land that's owned by the state, that's not being used or being misused. It's just sitting there.
Okay.
We have a high homelessness problem. And I think if we decided to say, hey, how about some of this land that we already own, that we don't need to pay for, can't we repurpose it?
Come on.
Can't we say, hey, homeless or unhoused, I apologize, someone told me before that word doesn't really represent them, and they said, we are unhoused, but we're not homeless, because homeless is about them as the person, unhoused is about the situation that they're in. So
Education.
so we do have a lot of quite a few unhoused people, but we can be able to find housing for their particular needs.
Yes.
Because sometimes we take a situation and lump all the different individual situations under one umbrella, but it's not.
No, not at all.
It's not.
Not at all.
I was talking to someone because we have quite a few unhoused people in front of our veterans home. We have a veterans organization off of Auburn Boulevard. And I spoke to them because the city would come and, chase them away. And then a few days later they come back.
Right.
So I'm like, this is not working.
Right.
So I said, let's go to the source. I went to the unhoused and I asked, hey, will you come to a meeting? If we had a meeting, will you come? Because it doesn't help for the city to come up with a plan, because they don't know the particulars of what these individuals need.
Right.
We have to start from the source.
Yes.
So that's what we did. We're putting together a meeting with the unhoused where we are going to come up with a plan and then present it to the city. Because I think we were doing things backwards before. So they're happy about it because they're involved in the process.
Yeah.
They're not being told what to do and who they are. And they can be able to say, hey, I have a vested interest in making sure that this plan works because I helped come up with it. And that's what we need more of.
Getting them involved.
Exactly.
So a lot of people know the role of the governor. I just want to ask you, what are the main responsibilities of lieutenant governor?
So that's a great question. A lot of the responsibilities of the lieutenant governor deal with the higher education system. I am also or I will be, God willing, the deciding vote in our state senate. So the UC system, I would sit on quite a few of the UC boards. So UC Davis, UC, all the different UCs, and the California state schools, and that's huge because one of the complaints that I periodically hear about is the fact that our California systems our higher education systems, are not really designed for the people within the underrepresented communities. So if that's the case, then I will be able to represent the voices of those individuals who haven't been represented in the past. And that takes me being able to go into those communities. And since I am from one of those communities, like I said, I grew up in South Central Los Angeles. My Veterans Hall is in a place that most people don't want to frequent, but that's okay. And I could be able to take their experiences to the board so that when we're making decisions, we could be able to make decisions that make sense for everybody and not just the higher echelon.
So what I heard you say earlier is that the city, the county, and the state, they own a lot of property that they're not using.
Yes.
And you would like to repurpose some of this property, whether it's just plain land, a warehouse, property, period.
Yes.
And when you say I don't want to say repurpose, but yeah, well, that's the word you said, repurpose. Okay, when you repurpose it, is most of it going to go for a day? Because there's a lot of homeless people or displaced people that got there because they couldn't afford rent. Rent so dang high. I mean, high. So, what can you speak to that? I know I said a lot. I said a lot, but that's my heart. I'm feeling you and being in a place, in a space that can really direct some things and correct some things. I want to know how you plan to help and educate our people.
Well, you know what? I so appreciate all that you just asked, because that also is deep down in my heart. One of my biggest missions is to help our economy through helping the people, specifically small businesses. So I started an organization called CURE, Coalition of United Represented Entrepreneurs California, because that mindset of a entrepreneur is very particular. In order to start a business, you have to go through so much internally first, because you have to get over yourself and all those fears and all that negative talk, right? You have to change your mindset. So once you do, now, like you said, there are so many other hurdles to get over. And those hurdles can be daunting. And a lot of small businesses get out of the small business realm within the first few years because of that. Some of it is lack of education. And when I say education, it's not just how do I start an LLC. Those basics are important, granted. But we also need to understand that we have to teach people what to expect and then how to curate a certain mindset when those things happen. Because if you're able to understand that X, Y, and Z is probably going to happen, now I need to be able to have a plan of how I'm going to react to it before it happens, then you will more than likely become successful. What I plan to do is make sure that we have education for the small business owners, not only on how to, on the nuts and bolts of how to start a small business, but how to deal mentally because a lot of it is your mental state,
Yeah.
how to deal with it mentally. We have to make sure that people understand that starting a small business is not going to be overnight. You have to have a support group. Who's your support group as you're going through?
Come on.
These are different things that are necessary, because we have support groups when we're about to, let's say I'm going to run a marathon. I have people who are going to cheer me on, right? Well, we need that when we're doing our small business track, right? Whatever track you're on, you want to make sure that you have the support group that's going to say, okay, you know this is coming up and it's going to be heavy. Are you ready? What's your plan?
Come on.
Right? And I also believe that we can do a better job of helping people understand how to become their own financial person. I don't get me wrong, I don't discount grants. But anytime someone gives you money, it's never free, because now they also have permission to tell you how to run your business.
That's right.
Right? So we as families have to make those decisions way beforehand. And one of the things I try to teach people is look outside the box. Become your own bank. Do you have insurance? Do you have you of course will, different things that will help you to be able to borrow against. And there's different ways you can borrow. Let's say you're opening up a restaurant, right? And your restaurant is at the point right now where, you're getting a lot of people
Ordering coming through. And
right? But you don't have the capital to expand. You don't have the capital to do the next step. So there's more ways to ask for money than just saying, hey, I need money and will you give me? You can say, hey, I know I'm going to get these receipts. Borrow off of your receipts. You can do that. There's a lot of different ways to get money. So you have to ask. And if you don't ask, you won't know, hey, what are the different ways that I could get money? Go and attend these mixers. SBA has different classes that you can attend.
Yes.
Here at the chamber, the Black Chamber, there are different. Those mixers are important because what ends up happening is now you tie into the people who are already doing it, who have your mindset, and that's powerful, right? I'm going to ensure that not only are we being educated, but we also have the resources necessary to each step move along the way. I also want to make sure that as people, if we can give money to foreigners who just came here to open businesses, we better be giving money to the people who are already here, because we build the city. We built this country. We definitely should be first in line. So I want to make sure that we prioritize our citizens, because they've done the hard work already. Other people could come here and get money because we already did the work for them.
That's it.
So,
I love that.
So yes, make
Thanks
sure
so
they
much.
get it first.
So you are listening to a candidate running for California Attorney General, Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor. Let me get one.
No
So
positions.
Miss Ebie Lynch.
Ebie Lynch, yes.
Ebie Lynch. Okay, see, I done cut it all up. we want you to
all
support
good.
this information. Now, the number to call tonight is 916-921-5333. That's 916-921-5333. If you would like to ask a question of your own, because this lady's full of fire, you can hear her desire, and she really want to put it out there and get it out there for our people. So you understand, you could be the one that push her over the top. So go on and give a call and give a question, and come on.
We built this country. We definitely should be first in line. So I want to make sure that we prioritize our citizens, because they've done the hard work already. Other people could come here and get money because we already did the work for them.
That's it.
So,
I love that.
So yes, make
Thanks
sure
so
they
much.
get it first.
So you are listening to a candidate running for California Attorney General, Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor. Let me get one.
No
So
positions.
Miss Ebie Lynch.
Ebie Lynch, yes.
Ebie Lynch. Okay, see, I done cut it all up.